Jersey got his ass run and got tired. I was calling for you,
turning his back to the dude and everything, trying to get out the ring. He was tired. He punched himself out the first minute. I said, you pace yourself, man. Pace yourself up in there with him now. Throw your jab, move around.
Cameras rolling. Audio rolling. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Bow.
Bow.
Just like that, we back. Hey, man. We've been really going at it with some shit, like some real hot, nice shit. But we gonna stick to sports, because we talking about sports, LeBron and stuff. We're gonna stick to sports and talk about this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. It's very tricky, you know. I don't know when they're gonna fight, but
July 20th.
July 20th.
July 20th, that when it is?
Something like that. Or June 20th, one of them.
Man, no, that thing got to be sooner than that.
It's July 20th.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is 60 years old. Jake Paul is 27, 25, 27, somewhere between that, before 30. They are about to fight. Iron Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, who has never fought a real boxer. He always fighting UFC fighters, crossing over that, you know, they didn't grow up boxing, and people pay pay-per-view to see it. It's making a lot of money, but now he got to get in the ring with Iron Mike, the 60-year-old Iron Mike, though. So I'm gonna let Rock go, since this Mr. Jacobs said he's the boxing expert. Let's go with Rock. What you think about that? Tell me what your thoughts are.
I mean, I think it's good for TV. I mean, because so many motherfuckers want to see Jake Paul get his ass whooped, right? So to me, it's very smart. Mike Tyson is the perfect person to do it. It's tricky, man, when it comes to the behind the scenes shit.
Man, Mike ain't going for that propaganda, though.
So that's what, we don't know if he's going for it or not. Like, has that conversation been had to where they sit at a table and say, look now, we not doing this if you planning on knocking me out. If you beat me and knock me out, you will not get your part of the purse, right? I think that goes on in boxing. I really do. Like,
it goes on in them type of fights.
I really think motherfuckers don't be trying to beat Floyd, bro.
You motherfuckers can't beat Floyd, man.
No, I'm talking about like why Floyd is. I'm not talking about
the
Floyd
exhibition.
Before. Yeah, the exhibition. I don't think they be trying to beat Floyd.
Exhibition fighters, Ronald, they can't beat him. They're not even real.
I'm telling you right now, if they ever set up one with me and Floyd,
you gonna get your fucking ass whooped.
I'm going. It would never be. It would never. If him winning would be him actually winning. It wouldn't be because I'm throwing it because there was the deal set up.
Yeah. So man, I hope your fucking ass.
I hope that's not the case. I ain't never took no ass with him. So I mean,
he gonna whoop your motherfucking ass.
So.
I don't mind showing you.
Come on.
I don't mind showing you.
I would love to lump your ass up.
I don't mind showing you.
Boy.
Shit. I would love to show you.
So look, I don't know what Mike and Jake may or may not have done behind the scenes, right? But it looked like Mike
Is
taking
that an
it.
exhibition
Mike
too?
working.
Might look like Mike taking this shit serious, don't it, man?
That's an exhibition too, right?
Yes, it is. But my thing is,
because Jake Paul's not a sanctioned. He's not a sanctioned fighter. So he's got to be exhibition.
Don't fool the
Mike
people.
Tyson either.
Don't sell us on these guys gonna go out here and really try to beat each other if y'all already got it set up to where, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of money in boxing, bro. A whole lot of fucking money. To come, man, if we both super famous and shit like that and we decide to fight, like, we already know, hey, man, this $100 million, 50-50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter to me who win. You know?
It don't work like that, though. You know what I'm saying? The fighters never get the whole pot. You still got promoters. You still got promoters. You still got people got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So barely any 50-50 fight goes on. But I'm going to tell you, like, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, right? Just from what I know about boxing and my expertise on managing fighters throughout, you know, like throughout the years, Jake Paul has gotten better as a fighter. People hate him, but he's gotten better as a fighter. And
Still not that good.
I get
he
it.
got better,
but he's not that good.
He's a damn good amateur.
He's gotten much better than where he was. Much better.
Against
Tyson Fury, little brother, he showed his skills and it was not up to par.
Right, and Tommy Fury is a rookie too. Is not even an active fighter.
Yeah,
he's not even a real active fighter, but he got enough skills to be able to combat a lot of the stuff that the guys that Jake Paul were fighting before that don't know how to handle themselves in the ring, don't know the dimensions of the ring, don't They just going in there throwing punches, right? Tommy Fury, he trained. He's been in the ring with fighters, right? Jake Paul that's the only real fighter he's been in the ring with. Like other these MMA guys that he's been fighting, But Jake Paul, to be honest, Jake Paul in his style, the way he is, I don't think he's got enough skills to be able to beat Mike Tyson like the 6 guys that beat him once before in his life, right? I don't think Jake Paul can maneuver his way outside.
Because this shit here, that's scary when Mike coming at your ass like that.
Yeah, but so you got to be able to move out the way. But also a lot of guys, and everybody love Mike Tyson. Everybody love Mike Tyson, but I'm realistic when it comes to Tyson because I love boxing. I love sweet science of fighting. I love all of that. The only 6 fights that Mike Tyson had in his career was the 6 fights he lost. All the other guys he beat is that concrete wall. They stood there and waited for them right hands to come. And that brick wall didn't fail.
They didn't see him coming.
They did see him. They did see him coming. They just couldn't move out the way. They were standing in concrete. The guys that was not there for those punches were Evander Holyfield. Guys like that that's moving around.
Them boys fought that man way after his prime. Yeah,
man, get the fuck out of here with that shit,
they
man.
Did. Them folks was fucking ducking Mike when Mike was when Mike was the man.
How they were ducking Mike?
He could have fought Mike in '94.
Who was older, Evander Holyfield or Mike Tyson?
I think Mike Tyson.
Ain't no I think in it. Ain't no I think
Mike Tyson a little bit older than.
Well, you're supposed to know if you say he ducked him in his prime.
What the fuck I gotta know their age for like that? Holyfield was a great fighter during the same time that Mike Tyson was. Why they didn't fight? Just like Lennox Lewis.
All them boys was scared of Mike when he was
Them boys wasn't scared of no fucking Mike Tyson.
Everybody was scared of Mike Tyson.
No, everybody was not scared of Mike Tyson.
You scared of Mike Tyson now?
I am not scared of Mike Tyson right now. I am not scared of Mike Tyson. I'm not scared of him right now at all. At all.
So you can beat Mike Tyson.
I'm not scared of no fucking body. No motherfucking body.
Hey.
There's not a man walking on this earth that I'm scared and I'm gonna run. Ooh, no, we gonna go at it. I don't give a fuck who he is.
Oh, that's easy to say. Yeah,
we'll
go at it.
You can put any man in front of me.
No Mike Tyson.
You can put any man in front of me right now and we gonna fight.
Tyson's 60, bro. He fighting a 27-year-old. That 60-year-old, I mean, he got a wealth of knowledge. He got that. But man, you fighting a young man, bro. That's the only thing I'm scared of.
A young man that don't have the skills that's needed to beat him.
Mike got to beat him early though. If Mike don't get him early, he gonna embarrass Mike.
Mike know how to cut off the ring. He got, you know what I'm saying, all the knowledge from boxing that he learned over the years. That's what Jake Paul ain't ready for. But as far as the youth thing, bro, that's what's sticking with me.
That shit matters.
The youth. I mean, it just depends on how long the fight goes.
You remember what you told me when I said, man, I come work out with Braden and give him a look? You said, don't do that, Rob.
Don't do that.
Like,
because I done did it before.
You know what I'm saying? Because that youth matters. Because, I might get around him one time. That time he put me on the ground, I'm
for real.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even put yourself in that position. I stopped doing that shit. I stopped putting myself in that position. That man 6'7", 325, man.
And he gonna finish it. He gonna follow.
No, he's not gonna. That's what he's not gonna do. He only finish you on Friday nights.
Yeah,
7:30. That's the only time he do that shit. You know, he wouldn't finish you, but he catch you in a bad position, and you up high and got that one leg swinging like that. You catch him. You all right? You good?
So
I've been there.
Check this out. Who you going with?
Well, man, I'm gonna go. I just don't think Jake Paul. I've been watching him train, and I went back and I watched his last few fights. I don't think Jake Paul has the skills. I don't think Jake Paul has enough skills to be able to beat Tyson like the other guys that beat him. I don't think he's.
So you're going with Mike
and the size.
That's tricky. You want me to tell you why?
What
What has Jake Paul done his whole career with this boxing, this short little career? He's been strategic in who he fight, when he fight him, every single time. For some reason, he really believed he can take Mike. Like, he could have fought Mike any other time before now.
Well, he was calling Mike out and shit, trying to bait him in, but I guess now is the right time. Because he always calling everybody out because he know he can make a lot of money off.
Oh, he gonna make a shit ton of money.
You know? So who you going with, though?
I really, this will pick him. Because I know Mike got to beat him early, just like all his fights he ever won. He got to knock you out pretty early. If it go the distance, he gonna embarrass Mike Tyson, bro.
Well, I'm gonna go with Mike because I want to see Jake Paul lose. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of it. Like
But why? You tired of it? He done lost already.
I know.
That's what
to Tommy Fury. And his stock had fell off, and then he beat some no names twice that nobody knew about. And now all of a sudden he back in the running. So
I didn't know he had lost.
Yeah, Tommy Fury beat him in a decision.
Decision.
Whooped his ass. Wasn't close.
Yeah,
wasn't close.
So
boxed the shit out of him.
So he lucky that he can get it. So that changes the whole outlook of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that somebody had done already put his ass in his place. So this might be a last grab at a bag.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
He gonna always box and make money because of the generation, man. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's
a YouTuber. He got so many kids that follow Jake Paul. They looked at him. He was doing dumb shit growing up. Him and his brother Logan. So he gonna always be worth. He's gonna always be worth a click. You know what I'm saying? People gonna always buy it. He's a white boy too.
Yeah,
you gotta take that into consideration.
That's a big consideration.
He's a white boy with a big name. You know what I'm saying? He actually can fight a little bit. You know, so the white people and the white kids, like they gonna watch him. It'd be kids in them fights, bro. Them fights be going on 11 o'clock at night. It'd be these white people got their kids.
Then you got people like
they're like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, people that want to see him getting knocked out.
And that's why Floyd been capitalizing on people.
Facts.
$30, $40 million a fight every time because you got so many people that want to see him get his fucking ass.
Floyd matter to you. Now, I never met a person. It's kind of like the Cowboys. You either love them or you hate them, right? Yeah. Floyd, you either love him or you hate him. Ain't no, it don't matter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I love Floyd.
LeBron, you either love LeBron or you hate him. I done never met nobody that said LeBron don't matter. I don't care.
Love Bron.
So,
that's me.
So you love Floyd, you love Bron, and you love them Cowboys. Fuck you.
Fuck them Cowboys. I like no fucking Cowboys, man. I tell you what, the Cowboys ain't never done on my watch.
What that? A victory?
That's not true.
The Cowboys ain't never done something on my watch.
That's not true.
A Super Bowl?
There you go, Ellis. There you go, Ellis. Hey, 95.
That's in their division.
Obviously,
they stopped them from getting.
You can't say they ain't never beat you.
Oh, I just say that. Since 1995 to now, when the Cowboys were their best, in between then and now, we fucking beat them.
This is what I hate about that, and I know this off the subject. We only bring up the Cowboys when it comes to that drought. 49ers is still in a longer drought.
But 49ers have been in the Super Bowl.
They won it. Fuck that second place shit. I know you say that all the time. Fuck that second place shit.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Then the Steelers, nobody wants to talk about the Steelers.
They've been winning.
They've been there. They've been in the Super Bowl. The Steelers won the Super Bowl in 2005.
Before they got that one, it was 40 years.
And then they won another one after that.
Too lately,
it was 40 years before that, though. I'm saying, why is only the fucking Cowboys?
How you say it's 40 years before then?
Because it was the 70s. Until 2006.
Man, I don't even want to argue with you, Rock, because they not the Steelers all of their Super Bowls are not in the 70s, man.
All of the Steelers Super Bowls are in the 70s and 2000s.
Well, Google in all.
We ain't gotta Google it. I know this shit. He don't know more football than me.
So look, bro, while he looking that up, you know, we gonna switch to something real.
I want that apology too.
You right.
I know I'm right.
You're right. It's 75, 76, 79, 80, 2006, and 2009.
Yeah, like I don't get why it's so much heat on the Cowboys.
Because people be talking too much shit when they're Cowboy fans. And people hate them. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Steelers too, for real.
Hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no dog in the fight.
Like fuck all of them boys, man. Yeah.
So check this, bro. I was on Facebook, man, and Rock, you probably post more than anybody I know on Facebook.
Straight up.
That nigga know he be posting.
Rock Dillon mentioned you in. Rock Dillon tagged you in.
You know what I'm saying? So out of the 25 posts in 1 hour, I happened to see that one, and it said, and you probably could tell us exactly what you said, but it was like, man, people felt bad for me when I was a kid and I lost my mom, but now I feel bad for y'all because y'all still got to lose y'all mom. I don't know how it was worded.
I'm gonna say, as far as what I could figure he mean, he lost his mom, so the pain he he had to go through. And now what he's saying, he hate to see anybody else have to go through it.
That's facts. Like that's exactly what I meant by it. Like that was the worst shit ever. You know what I'm saying?
How
like,
old were you?
I was 10. I remember the last words I said to my mama and everything because she died September 1st.
Damn.
We were supposed. That's when school used to start September 1st, and I asked. We was over my grandparents' house. I asked her, "Was we going to school tomorrow?" She was like, "Nah, baby, why?" I was like, "Cause I want to stay at grandmama's house." She was like, "You can stay. I'll just come get you tomorrow." And when I woke up, like the house was full of people, and everybody was talking and shit like that. But as soon as I woke up, everybody got quiet. So I'm just thinking it's a part. They call my grandmama's house Club Mildred's to this day. If y'all come to Memphis,
What time was it?
it was in the morning. It was wee hours of the morning. I'm like,
okay.
but I'm too young to think like, I'm just thinking they finna party like they normally do. So when everybody got quiet, everybody looking like, who gonna tell them? They was saying that shit. I was like, tell me what? And my granddad was like, your mama gone. So I'm talking about, nigga, I got so fucking mad. Like,
let it out.
And so I started hitting my granddad. I love my granddad to death. Cause I'm thinking he bullshit. I'm thinking he playing or something. Him? I started hitting him, yeah. So, but at the time, the way where my grandmama's house was set up in the living room, when I was walking across to him, you can see the doorway. So my grandmama was walking up at the time, like I ain't know she was coming from somewhere. At the time, I didn't know she was getting back from the hospital. She just came in and grabbed me, fell to the floor crying, talking about, baby, she gone. Like, how the fuck my mama gone? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all still, a lot of people got to go through that, bro.
Yeah, tough.
They got to go through that. And then it's like now, as an adult, I look at it like I done experienced that. It still hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about it.
I could look at it. I could tell. I could see it.
Yeah, man, that lady meant everything. Everything. I probably wouldn't be sitting here with y'all if she was still here. You know what I'm saying? My life probably took a whole nother path. Shit, I ain't cried about it in a while, but
you
know
doing it
what I'm
now?
saying? Yeah, I don't know why though. But I know that shit gonna hurt. Man, that shit gonna hurt when y'all have to experience that shit. Whoever ain't lost their mama, especially if your mama was somebody for you. So I feel like that made me feel bad for people, bro. Like, damn, you got to go through that. Like, I ain't never lost a kid or no shit like that. That's the only thing, bro.
Could be worse.
I don't want nothing in life, bro. I just ask God not to let one of my kids die before I die.
Right.
Other than that, man, I ain't tripping about shit in life. So that's the only thing I can think that can be harder than losing her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be harder. My motto is I blame women, right? It's like that for a reason. I know how fucking powerful a woman is. I know what she mean to us as black kids, black boys, black men, black daughters, black grown women, everything. Like, them folks so fucking important. So, and we lost a real one. When I say a real one, everybody knew who my mama was because my mama handled fucking business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that post, I was in my feelings that day. That's why I posted. It was one of them days, just sitting there to your thoughts and crying and shit. And I was like, damn.
Boy, sometimes the worst time is downtime.
Yeah.
That's why I got a job, bro. I was retired for I don't know how many years, and I was doing bullshit.
Like retired.
That bitch say retired.
Yeah, retired. I mean, you got to think about it. I played football on up until late in my late 20s.
Yeah, 28, 27.
Well, no, I was 30-something when I stopped playing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
How long though? You say 30-something. So when you started, like you.
Because when I first stopped playing football, I thought I was through with it. Then I got another fucking phone call. Right? You know how they do. I got a call to New York. I thought I was going to play with the Jets. And when they let me go, but because of the buzz they made of calling me, like a lot of arena football teams called me to play again. So I went and played that, and shit.
They saved you.
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? When you not being able to play with the Jets, they saved you.
Shut up.
Saved you.
I would have played you preseason. Yeah. So, yeah, that shit done, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, I mean, I know that's not equivalent, but, like, being told I can't play football no more, maybe that's the only thing that's ever hurt me since my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah, you ain't cry for that, though.
Nah, I ain't cry for that. But that shit hurt, though.
You fucking
Like being
hurt.
told you can't, you know what it's like to be told. Yeah. You know you can still do this shit, but
Man,
some
hurt
soft
me.
couch potato ass motherfucker telling
that
you
shit hurt me when
you can't play no more.
When Coach Crawford told me I wasn't no third down running back. You got to start coming out the field third down now, Brandon.
Coach Crawford and Sonshi?
No, Coach Coughlin with the Giants.
Oh, Coughlin.
You got to start coming out the field on third down, Brandon.
That hurt.
We need another guy out there that can help in the receiving game. What about picking up these fucking blitzes? These motherfuckers blitzing through here like, oh, they gonna have to be able to do that. I'm like, okay.
But yeah, that was the gist of that post, man.
That was strong.
Like lose your daddy, that shit don't do. Like I didn't go to my dad's funeral, and I love my dad or whatnot, but like I went to a football game. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Like,
Why?
Because it was a lot of bullshit going on when my dad died. Like all the fucking women were cutting up. Like women were coming out the woodworks cutting up when my dad had died, and his girlfriend at the time, she finally ended up talking to me. At first, she wasn't talking to nobody. She was like, "Rock, your daddy told me that I won't have no problem out of his boys. It'll be the girls." And like people who I thought were sweet people, like showed a whole nother side to me. And they were like, "Why you ain't come to the funeral this now?" Like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of one of y'all for real, because what y'all doing is ridiculous. This man is gone. And me and my brother paid for the funeral and everything, yet they holding my fucking money up. We thinking it's the hospital and the funeral home. The whole time it's my sisters, it's his ex-wife and everything.
Trying to control everything.
Yeah, like they all going back up here saying they're the ones who represent him and all that, and no, I don't want this, no, I don't want that. And my dad hadn't been with his wife in over 24 years. My little brother was 24 when he got killed. He was the baby boy. And it's like, lady, what the hell you talking about? I know y'all never got a divorce, but that man ain't been with you in 24 years. I'm going to let this woman that he took his last breath with make the decisions. Right. Whatever you want, I got you. Because I ain't laying up with him. I don't know what he telling you at night. She probably know.
Telling the for her to have that.
No, she probably know more about what my daddy's last wishes were than anybody, because this the woman you laying up with. Yeah. So when that lady told me what she wanted for his funeral, that's what we paid for.
Got you.
So and I didn't go because man, they buried my daddy 2 months after he died.
Damn.
He been gone. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck am I going there for? It's a show for everybody now.
Yeah.
So he been gone. That's why I didn't go. I went to a fucking football game.
So look, last question. How did your mom pass?
She died in her sleep.
Okay.
My mama had an aneurysm.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And sorry to hear that.
My mama had 3 boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mama always wanted a little girl. Always. But she was scared she'll have another little boy. See, I'm 10 years older than my sister. Like, I ain't go to school or nothing. Like, when my little sister was born, after my mama died 3 months after my little sister was born. Yeah, so, and my mama used to she wouldn't let nobody keep her, no none of that. The one night my grandmama got to keep my little sister, my mama stayed the night too. Like, she wanted a little girl that bad. And my brothers had to watch the paramedics try to revive her and everything, so that scarred them. Like, my little brother used to cut up, like, because everything, his whole excuse for everything was about my mama not being there. So it was like an excuse for him to cut up and shit.
Yeah, fucked him up.
Yeah, and then my other brother, people thought he was the good one. He just was quiet, but a motherfucking menace.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and shit, I had to grow up, bro. Like, real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, she died in her sleep. She didn't have no pain or nothing like that. She went to sleep and then wake back up.
For sure, man. Sorry to hear that, man. What you got to say, Shay?
Hey man, I can't really say nothing because I got my mama. I can't
come back with nothing.
Come back with nothing, man.
And
I just got to sit here.
One time you ain't got to worry
about me cutting you off.
Yeah. I know how you is with your mama.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like he said, our time got to come, and boy, that's gonna be a motherfucker, boy.
Man, I tried to tell my mom the other day when I was home. I'm like, "Mom, you got to walk. You got to walk around. You got this big old ass yard. Just walking around the yard.
Yep, that'll
I want you to walk around the yard, so till you make it around the yard, and like without stopping. Because I told her, I said, your heart rate high and you took 10 steps. If you get a heart attack now, you're going to die because your heart ain't strong enough to fight it.
Yeah.
Your heart rate is do because you done took 3 steps.
Right.
You got to do better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell her. I told her, I said, Mom, you get a heart attack. Boy, don't wish that on me. I'm not wishing it on you. I speak reality. See, y'all don't like to hear reality.
Right.
Nope.
You don't like to hear reality. You tell me don't speak that on you. Well, reality is it's gonna happen. You know, you're not getting no exercise. You know, you're not doing nothing. You're sitting down all day, and when you do move around, you're moving around to another seat. You're gonna be sitting your ass down for an hour plus at a time.
Probably not eating healthy.
And
You know what I'm saying?
diabetes is real.
Yeah, and that's heavy.
in our community. See, a lot of people see now this world. I done gotten in some heat with people before. I'm talking about family members and everything. Like, people want you to feel sorry when you the one you the bad guy when you saying you don't need to eat that, you don't need to do this, you need to exercise. Let me help you. And now you the bad guy. Then when you don't listen, and now you got to get limbs amputated and stuff like that. You want somebody to feel sorry? No. And then it costs you your life or anything worse. Like, people really be going in diabetic comas and stuff like that. And you the bad guy for saying something on trying to help them not reach that place. So like,
one thing I learned in school, if I ain't remember nothing else, in college, is you can alleviate diabetes just by working out.
And people keep saying, and it's another argument I have. I get it. Sometimes it's in your DNA. Sometimes
no, the fuck it ain't.
No, listen, no. But I'm saying it is. Diabetes is
running
in
your
my
family.
It running your family. But
that's because people don't run in the family.
But look, but this is what I'm saying though. It's sitting there marinating, waiting to come up the minute I go
The wrong
this
way.
many years
Yeah.
without working out or eating right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be up. So, but if I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna run, and they do have some people. I know a guy that was a trainer with the Giants. He was our assistant strength coach. And when I tell you, and there's gonna be some of my guys out there that played with me, and there's gonna be some guys around the league that know Marcus Paul. Marcus Paul was about 6'2", 6'3". He was, I think Marcus was like 40, 48, 49 years old at the time, ripped up, in good shape. Drink shakes every day. I watch him eat salads and all his good stuff. He ended up dying of a heart attack. He ended up dying of a,
some stuff is just gonna happen. You can't.
I mean,
avoid
we got the worst fucking food in the world though.
Yeah, but he didn't. I mean, I can't test to that shit, but I just know that man was in good shape. You know what I mean? And there's some people out there in good shape that might have diabetes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes, but I do think that shit is more, a more adult onset versus when a kid get type 1. When a kid get type 1, that's just straight something that nobody could control.
Right.
But I do think that at some point, adult onset, I do think that you could control that by what you put in your mouth and in your activity.
It's a lot we can control by what we put in our mouth and let come out of our mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts with that, man. The gut is very important. Like, it's a lot of people who leave this country with illnesses and go stay in other countries because of how healthy the food is, because it's actually fresh. It don't have any preservatives or anything like that. Them people actually get cured.
Yeah. So look, this could be our last topic. If y'all got anything else, but facts over feelings, man. Something I want to ask you about. Maybe I want to ask you that because I never got all of the answers. As long as I've been knowing you. And people may want to know, you made it to the NFL, got out of high school, college, all of that stuff. And stigma around you was that you was in special education. I always wanted to know how you even got in special education. Like,
so
What?
You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like you got to qualify.
Well, like how did he get in that motherfucker?
I qualified for that shit, but not because I was dumb. It was because I had a quick temper.
That's an easy way to deal
But yeah,
with you.
that's messed up though.
But
I'm gonna let you talk.
Hold on. You remember back then when they didn't give a fuck about no kid left behind.
Right.
They didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
In our school system in Louisiana, you missed 20 days of school, you fail.
Damn.
20 days of school. If you out of school 20 days, you done. You fail. I would get suspended for 3 days, go back to school for 2 weeks, suspended for 5 days, suspended for 9 days. You know what I'm saying? Suspended for 6 days. Next thing you know, that's 20 days. I fail. I fail. Next year, do the same thing. So I was down 3 grades before I even looked. Before I looked up, I was down 3 grades.
So all suspended for fighting?
Fighting, throwing shit across the classroom, telling the teacher, "Fuck you, bitch, suck my dick," all kind of stupid shit, bro. Like,
was that before you moved in with your auntie?
Man, that was before I moved in with her. That was
about
before
to say, I know
in.
she wasn't going for that.
No,
shit.
she wasn't going for that. But yeah, it was like I was young, bro. I was young, going off on people. You know what I'm saying? I beat the fuck out of chick because she made fun of me stuttering. I beat the fuck out of her. Like I beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ended up whooping her brother ass too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was continuing getting put out of school because I ain't give a fuck. And when I was in school, I wasn't doing shit in school. I just didn't apply myself.
Yeah.
Right? So they ended up putting me, okay, we ended up having an IEP meeting, them and my mama.
What grade?
Third.
Okay.
Third grade. This shit happened early, Ronald.
That's
So
real.
third grade, yeah. And I barely made it down. I'm what, third grade?
9.
I know at 8, but I think I was like turning like 10 or some shit.
Yeah. This the third grade, the third time.
11.
You know what I'm saying? So they said, okay, we got to do something for Brandon to catch him up in school.
Yeah.
We can't keep him in regular classes because
You're getting bigger than all them kids.
Like we can't keep him in there. So we got to figure out what to do. So we had an IEP meeting. I took tests and all that shit. I qualified for extra time on tests. I qualified for having my shit, listening to my books and like all that because I couldn't really read. I couldn't read.
Yeah. Well, I would have loved for you to get called on to read in school.
You know what I'm saying? And I'd have just beat the fuck out of you for laughing. That's all that was gonna be.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's all it was gonna be. I bet you wasn't gonna laugh no motherfucking more. I promise I'd have drug your motherfucking ass.
It ain't a soul I ain't never laughed at in life.
That's because you ain't never ran into me, nigga.
It's been plenty of big niggas in the world.
Them weak ass niggas wasn't me. Straight up. But anyway, I'll beat the shit out of you, Rock.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, it would.
I ain't taking no ass whooping.
You gonna need that now. You gonna need that gun. But anyway, you gonna damn sure need that fucking gun. But so they come up and they had the meeting. They had the meeting. So that's what they come up with for me to go be in special education class. So I go from taking regular classes to fucking playing checkers and Connect Four.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, what was y'all doing
all
in
day?
that?
Like that we was doing.
Yeah, no learning.
So I came through there. I went through middle school in there. And I was embarrassed.
But look, no learning in
He
this.
said checkers and Connect.
No, they would give us classes because we have 2 core classes.
Yeah.
We have our 2 core classes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I took algebra and at Assumption. I took algebra.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the core, but we have an aide, so we'll have an aide in the class with us.
Right.
So we got the regular students in the class, and then they'll have me, and then they'll have my teacher's aide in the class with me.
Right.
She'll be sitting right.
But you act right when you're in the regular class, I bet, as you got older. Because you ain't want them to think you weren't smart enough.
No, I ain't give a fuck about none of that though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care about none of that. It was just like
probably till like 11th grade. That's when he started.
That's when I started caring about that shit. So I'm in 11th grade in special ed. Ain't never dated no girl at my school because I was embarrassed. I ain't never want none of them to see me sitting in there. I was always sit up on the side. So if the door's here, if this is the door,
so can't nobody look in.
I'm gonna sit at the chair that was right by the door. So when y'all, when you come and look at the window,
overlooking you.
Yeah,
you don't want your boys to see
window,
your nuts.
I'm right there. So
Dude,
I ain't never date no girls at my high school. There was always girls going to, like it was always people I was talking to outside, right? So I was like, I ain't never like them boys, like man could tell you, yeah, man, they never known me to be fucking around with nobody at my school.
Yeah.
Like nobody. So, and then I ended up getting a recruiting letter coming to my junior year from the University of Georgia. I was like, I ain't gonna better use this shit. I ain't nothing I can do with it. They ain't gonna accept no damn certificate of achievement.
Yeah.
The folks saying, but I still use it as motivation. So I ended up getting my mind right, using football, get my mind right. I started applying more effort. When I did get them regular classes, I would apply more effort. I make good grades in there. I'm like, man, I could do this shit. But I still couldn't read though.
Tell me this. At what point did you feel like you caught up since you were so behind all that time? Like, at what point did you like, man, I done caught up with this shit?
Man,
now.
when I went to junior college, it was actually my sophomore year in college, bro.
Yeah.
My sophomore year in college, I felt like I learned how to read.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't word picking.
Yeah,
You know, I wasn't pointing. Did boy have a kite?
Yeah.
The
That shit had to
wind
feel good.
is blowing.
You felt like the fucking man.
Yeah,
then,
Man,
huh?
I could sit up there and boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just that like so. After basketball season, my senior year,
Mm-hmm.
you had graduated already.
Yeah.
I forgot you 1 year ahead of.
Well, he wouldn't know. He wasn't. That was me fucking up. Like they couldn't catch me up everything, so they kept me 1 year behind. So if they'd have caught me up with everything, I'd have graduated with Fletch. You know what I'm saying? In my career, my shit might be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they caught me up, and I go to college. You know, I sit up there. I got these reading aids. I got a speech therapist. I'd already had I had my speech therapist, but I got all of these different resources.
Mm-hmm.
People, you know what I'm saying, reading and teaching me stuff and teaching me how to break down words and how to, you know, help me comprehend and stuff like that, man. So I just ended up going through college, and I ended up my high school diploma is actually not from Assumption.
Yeah.
It's from Phil Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Okay.
So in order for them to get me out of them classes that I had to make me eligible,
Mm-hmm.
I then had to go to another school, another state that had different requirements.
Yeah.
So they moved me to Phil Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas, and I was in regular classes.
So you actually went to high school?
I went to high school. I was just living on a college campus with all the freedom in the world, but still in high school.
Yeah.
I participated in spring football. I participated in spring football.
Football
with the college.
Okay.
Like with the college, like coming into that next year.
Yeah.
And I you know, so I ended up getting a high school, a real diploma from Phil Kinley.
You talked about being embarrassed in high school, but now that you done got back on point, when you had to go back and do high school classes, my bad, had to do high school classes in college, was that part embarrassing?
Well, no, because they didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Right.
didn't know.
Everybody just knew who he was, so
They
that's
knew
why
I
I was embarrassed.
you know, coming there and everything. So nobody really knew much about me. I went in the middle of the semester. Of course, I'm not about to just jump in college classes. Soon as basketball season, that shit was over in February, March. Soon as that shit was over, boom, boom, I'm out of there, right? So they wasn't gonna put me in classes in college in the middle of the semester. It just wasn't gonna start. They never did that. So I ain't had to worry about being embarrassed. I was living on the college campus, living in the dorms. I was getting up every morning. Go and walk across the street, catch the bus to the school. I'll go to the school for a half day, and I'll come back to the college for the other part of the day to go through my reading with the tutors from the college. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Miss Thelma and Miss Betty, I still remember them women. I spent a great deal of time with both of them women. Hours, bro. Hours upon hours. Like I would leave out of that library at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night after I've been in that bitch from like 12 o'clock on, going through shit. It teaching me sounding out words, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'm 18 years old. I'm sounding out words, trying to figure out boom, boom, boom. So I ended up getting it, learn how to read. I got my associate's degree from Coffeyville, and then I was eligible to go to Division I college, and then I went to Auburn because Auburn was the only school to stick with me when they knew, okay, Auburn actually came up with the plan that I worked.
Yeah.
Because we
They
used to
came up with
always
the
ask you,
plan.
why would you go there, knowing Cadillac and running them?
I had to give them 1 year, Ronald. I had to give them 1 year. I knew about them boys being there. I just didn't think that they were really better than me, but I ain't knew shit about politics then either.
Yeah.
I ain't knew nothing about no politics. Now, Lack and Ronnie was good. Them boys were good. Lack
They
went to-
names
was Heisman
alone.
candidate,
Yeah, they
man.
name alone one
yeah,
gonna let you get in front of that Heisman shit.
Yeah.
Them boys were good. I mean, Ronnie got drafted number 2 overall, and Cadillac got drafted number 5 overall in the same draft I got drafted in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So them boys was for real. Taking me out of the, you know, like, so I knew they were there. I knew my shit was gonna go just like it went. I knew that. I'm gonna go with this bit for 1 year. If they don't give me no burn, no plans, I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna leave. I knew my shit was gonna go like that, but I had to give them people something because I felt like I owed them something for digging me up out of the hole they dug me out of.
Gotcha.
Them bitches stuck that shovel down there and they dug until they grabbed my hand. When they dug and they saw my hand, them bitches grabbed me and they pulled me up.
Right.
So I had to go to Auburn. I had to go for 1 year.
Gotcha.
I had to go there for 1 year. So when I ended up going there, I knew I wasn't gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? We were 8-5. Like we were 8-5 that year. Like we were 8-5 like that year, but putting Brandon Jacobs in the game over Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams, we probably still were gonna be 8-5.
Yeah.
So you didn't think you didn't redshirt at Coffeyville? So
no, I still had a red shirt. I still had a red shirt. I was gonna come. I was gonna go to ASU actually, with y'all, but you had left.
Mm-hmm.
My senior year coming to college, you were gone. So I was gonna transfer to Alabama State. But then I was like, man, Fletch ain't gonna be there. None, all the other boys gonna be there, but Fletch ain't gonna be there. I'm just gonna go somewhere. I was gonna go to McNeese. I'm like, gonna go to McNeese, but they was running like a crazy ass offense. So I ended up going to Southern Illinois with a lot of my other boys that I was in junior college with. One of my coaches from junior college ended up getting a job there. You know what I'm saying? So I got 6 guys I played junior college ball with, and Mo, who was actually the running back at Coffeyville before me. Like my freshman year, he started.
Yeah. Right.
So he was the running back over there then, but he was gone. So my senior year come up, I'm like, man, I got a great connection over there. I'm gonna go to Southern Illinois. So I ended up getting, going there and getting drafted in the 4th round, man. And the rest of that shit was history.
History.
Yeah, the rest of that shit was history. So I mean, I always talk about my story to a lot of people, like. I was embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't have the worry that you had, worrying about if you're gonna pass Big Mo class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make it hurt.
Man,
he was the geometry,
man. The Pythagorean theory,
all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had them worries. Them boys that worrying about it, they're gonna be fucking eligible.
You just get to play ball.
I just get to play ball, bitch, and checkers and connect folk, smash anybody, in any checkers and connect folk. So if y'all want to challenge me in any checkers and connect folk, I'm down.
Hey,
let's
bro.
go.
So look,
I got a master's in that shit.
So like I said, I've been knowing this man down there all my life, you know what I'm saying? Especially since like Little League football had started. And then after that, we was from 2 different small towns, like 5 minutes away from each other. So you'd be they call him Toby, they always be talking about him. They're like, Toby, he in special ed and all that. You get into the narrative. You start believing the narrative that he was just a big dummy, right? He big, he got a deep ass voice, and he stutter, right? So we get in. I just remember this day. We was in a basketball locker room doing something, and that all this time I'm thinking he dumb, right? So I had said something to him, and he came back with an answer, and I was like, this nigga ain't no fucking dummy. Like, goddamn, they thinking this dude was stupid, or like, they making him, that's the narrative of him. They saying he a dummy, and he always got in trouble and stuff too, like fighting and fucking in the bathroom and all kind of shit in school. So I'm like, I'm believing the shit a little bit. But once he said that one thing to me, I'm like, man, this nigga ain't fucking stupid. And after that, bro, that shit left my mind. I didn't believe in that narrative. You know what I'm saying?
It was a hell of a narrative that they put out, but I created that, man. I can't blame the school or nobody. I created that. They got tired of hassling. They got tired of trying to figure out what they were gonna do with me. So that was the easiest thing to do, was just throw you in the system, give you the number, and just let you move on. They never had me. They never thought I was gonna go as far as I went.
You was on your way to the penitentiary. That nigga was on his way to Angola, not like Rikers Island or.
I know what you talking
He was
about.
on his way to the worst penitentiary in America. I mean, in Louisiana for sure. That's what he was on his way to.
You think
he
so?
changed that. Fucking right, Shy. You was cutting up, man.
Yeah, I was doing all
You
kinds
cutting
of shit.
up.
Playing with fucking guns and fuck around. You would.
If you doing that as a high school kid in middle school, what you think gonna happen when you grown and ain't got an answer to nobody?
Man, when I got that letter from Georgia, that shit changed my life.
Changed everything.
That shit changed my life. I just couldn't change them classes right then and there because I was a junior.
Yeah.
So I know I had to fight that shit out. So I ended up being my junior year, then my senior year, and then when after basketball season was over, I fucking left. And when I left, I went over there and turned into like a fucking real student.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had so many different people working with me, man, just teaching me, how to study, how to do things, man, because I had my head on right now. I'm like, man, I got this letter from Georgia. Shit, I got to be, you know what I'm saying?
Do these people know that?
Huh?
Do these people know that?
Do what people?
As far as the role they played in your
Yeah, because I ain't know nothing about all that.
Yeah. The people know, man. They like all the man.
So you reach out to them?
Coffeyville Community College, man. Big shouts out to Coffeyville Community College, because without them fucking folks right there, I would not be where I am now.
Man,
Them,
what a hand
they had
clap
some
for
funny,
them.
dog.
Yeah.
Straight up. If anybody out there got a kid struggling academically, kid that's struggling academically and he played football or basketball. Coffeyville Community College in Coffeyville, Kansas, the fucking Red Ravens, they got you back. They're going to help you. Jeff Leica, AD, over there, he the man.
They still there?
Coach. Yeah, he was the head coach when I was there. Now he's just going back to AD. Them people care about them kids, man. Junior colleges, a bunch of at-risk kids go anywhere that don't make good grades.
A lot of people, I know the dynamics of it is different now. I fucking wish I would have went to junior college. I thought I was too good for that shit, bro. But if I would have went to junior college, that shit would have changed. I played running back and shit in high school, and there was plenty of junior colleges that wanted me. But in my mind, I get to go to a four-star university. And see, a lot of folks don't know, my head coach and my defensive coordinator both got jobs when I came to Alabama State.
You, huh?
See, a lot of folks don't know that. And they were my father figures. So I'm going where they tell me to go.
Who is the character of the best football player around you? He gonna be a fucking dog, right? Who we consider dog. He ain't gonna give a fuck about nobody around him. He gonna be talented as a motherfucker. He don't give a fuck about school. Junior college is full of 5-star dogs with bad grades, bro. Yeah, so you could have very well went into a junior college and that shit would have been tougher than at ASU.
That shit. But see, going back then, I'm not talking about now because it's harder for high school kids to get a scholarship now because of this NIL shit and the transfer portal, right? Mm-hmm. That shit is actually hurting the high school kids. But like back when we was playing, if you had the actual talent to play on Sundays but didn't have the grades, you should have went to JUCO. And then, because all the big time SEC schools, they going to get them.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that, if you ain't got no brother that did this shit before you or nothing like that, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
Well, I think that's a wrap for him.
That's
for
a
the
wrap,
day, man.
baby.
We done came through with all kind of shit, all kind of sentimental, emotional, real, heartfelt shit. You know what I'm saying? Some sports, some music. I don't know if we talk about music today, but
no, we ain't talking. I'm done with music.
Yeah, we good though.
I'm done with music.
We good on that, man.
You gonna piss us off?
Yeah.
Who, me? I'm gonna piss y'all off.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it, Ellis. Let's just go ahead and close out.
All us got our shit. We piss each other off.
Go close out.
So man, look, we check y'all another time, man. Next time y'all see us, we're gonna have some ladies at the table. And we're gonna be pissing them off. So, facts over feelings, man. I'm Fletch. I'm out of here.
Yo, subscribe, baby. Facts over feelings, man. Listen, let's do this, man. I want y'all to follow us through this journey, man. I want y'all to see and continue to learn more about us and continue to learn more about the topics that we talk about. Sometimes we talk about some bullshit, but sometimes we talk about some really good shit as well. So, you know what I'm saying? We might not look like the smartest guys up there, but you might just be able to learn some shit. So make sure you go subscribe.
Believe it. What you got, Ron?
Shit. We out of that. We good.
All right. Bet.
Yes, sir.
Man, that was